all you need to win in Yu-Gi-Oh right now is these 3 structure decks. If you're a new player or if you're a returning player looking to get back into the game, I think this structure deck, Blue Eyes White Destiny, that just got announced, and I believe should be like at your local OTS store. I believe it's actually at GameStop right now. That's where I got mine kind of early. And these guys are the best bang for your buck. So if you guys are interested in also learning how to play this deck, or interested in learning a little bit more about how to play this deck at the next level, you can check out the description box below for a link to my Blue Eyes spreadsheet, which will teach you everything you need to know to play this deck at a high level. So I actually set out a challenge for myself, which is, as you guys know, Balling on a Budget is a series that I've done on my channels a couple times, and I was able to showcase that with even 3 structure decks, you can even top regionals. And I was able to do that with some of the decks in the past, like Shadow's, and today, and even Trap Tricks. I was like cooking the scene with literally 3 Trap Trick structure decks. So I'm gonna do something similar, but today there's not gonna be a lot of gameplay involved. That's gonna be for another video. So definitely like and subscribe if you guys are enjoying the content. What I'm gonna be doing today is actually cracking these bad boys open and then seeing what we can do with just 3 structure decks, and also just talking a little bit about the cards that are in the structure decks, so we can, you know, go over that. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. You know, these are right here, the 3 structure decks, Blue Eyes White Destiny. So let's crack these open. I heard that these structure decks actually come with a gacha involved. Like, you can actually pull some nice I guess rarities or QCRs out of these. I do not know how to open these. The thing is, guys, we don't really need high rarity since we're doing a budget challenge. But yeah, this is gonna be basically episode 0, like the inaugural episode, where we kind of just, you know, put together 3 structure decks. Let's get into the deck building. I haven't really taken too much of a look into it, but I'm sure I can come up with something fire for you guys that are interested in playing this deck, and just even getting back into the game. You know, like if you're trying to get back to Yu-Gi-Oh, you're not really trying to spend like $1,000, you know, just to like know what these cards do, or try to learn about Yu-Gi-Oh. I think like these structure decks are like the best way to get into the game. So we have right now, I believe this is Indigo Silver Dragon. This card is, oh my goodness, focus. Let's see if I can try to focus it for you guys. This is one of the XYZs that's in the structures. I don't think this card is that good, but this card is like what's the hype is all about. It's called Spirit with Eyes of Blue. This is a link 1 for the deck. This allows you to pretty much get access to your field spell by linking off any dragon or spellcaster monster. And it can also, I believe it can also like tribute itself to bring back Blue Eyes, which is pretty good. Then you have Maiden of White. This is one of the main starters in the deck. This lets you get access to, if I'm not mistaken, True Light. And then True Light is like a lot of resources because it can like bring back Blue Eyes and all that good stuff. This is Wishes for Eyes of Blue. This is going to be one of the main starters in the deck. We have Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. This is going to be, I believe, one of the monsters you can tag into, and you can actually even hard make this if you play like the Neo Kaiser Seahorse, but I'm not actually going to be playing the Seahorse. I don't think the card is that good, but you can summon it from the hand for free if you control Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then modulate the level of a Light Tuner to increase or decrease its level by 1. Like I said, I don't think the card is that good, but it's a pretty cool card. Then you have Roar of the Blue Eyes Dragon. I really like this card. This card basically cheats out a Blue Eyes White Dragon monster from your deck. So you can actually summon like Spirit and then banish like one of your opponent's cards. Majesty of the White Dragon is really good. This is one of my favorite trap cards in the deck. This card basically allows you to reveal Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand, grave, or monster zone, and then basically just destroy that many monsters your opponent controls. Or I believe, destroy that many cards your opponent controls. So pretty sick card. And then you have, of course, Blue Eyes White Dragon and multiple rarities, actually, different art. My favorite art is gonna be, it's actually not even in here. My favorite Blue Eyes art is actually not even in here. But if I had to pick, I would probably play this one. And then we have Alternative Dragon. You guys know from the anime, you can summon this card from the hand by revealing Blue Eyes White Dragon. Pop one of your opponent's monsters. Then we have Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Not a bad card either. I think this card is a pretty good utility. I'll probably play one. Abyss Dragon's not really that good, so I'm going to cut it. This one is called Dragon Spirit of White. This one is pretty nice because when you normal special it, you can target a spell and drive your opponent controls and then banish it. So it's a pretty good card. You can summon off Roar and interrupt your opponent. So pretty sweet. You have Chaos Max, Chaos Dragon. I'm not going to play. I'm going to play a White Stone of Legend just for another starter because you can link it off into the link 1. And that can search you a Blue Eyes. And then having a lot of Blue Eyes is going to be really good because I play Majesty of the White Dragon, which is like, you know, it's an interruption. So you want a lot of Blue Eyes. Yeah, these are the 3 stages. We want to play 3 of this. This is going to be the best card in the deck because this adds you any level 1 light tuner from your deck to your hand. You're not going to need Master. You don't really need Dictator. And then, of course, guys, these beautiful hand traps. You're going to need Ash Blossom. You're going to need Nibru. You're going to need Veilers. These are like your main interruptions. I play all 3 Ultimate Fusions. So they're going to be pretty nice. And then we have like some Call By as another interruption. You have True Light. I don't play the Ultimate Creature Discretion. I side Destined Rivals. And then you have another impermanence for more interruption. I believe from an extra deck perspective, the fact that they gave you seals is kind of crazy. Then you have Spirit Dragon. So we're gonna try to build our deck right now, I think, because I know what some of these cards do already. So let's just kind of like crack these. We got these also. All these like structure decks come with like promos, which can give the cards in higher rarity. We're probably going to try to sell these to make our deck better, so I'm not going to crack this because, you know, when you're balling on a budget, you don't really care about the rarity. I'm going to try to construct a deck live and do the deck building process live for you guys because there's some pretty good cards in this. And, of course, we just want to play the best cards as possible, right? So I think for sure from like an extra deck perspective, because it's a little bit easier, let's just start with what we want our extra deck to look like. So right now we're gonna want to play 3 of the Heraldic Seals, some multiple Tyrant Dragons, because this card is a really good grind game card to reset your back row. You have Ultimate Dragon, which is something that you can like equip or actually make. And then you want to play like Spirit with Eyes of Blue, and then Ultimate Dragon so that you can Spirit Dragon tag into the Ultimate Spirit Dragon, right? So yeah, this is like one of the new cards that got announced. This card is really broken, so you kind of want to play 3 of it, and then you can even recycle it at some point off like this the fusion spell. But you want to play 3 of the Spirit Dragon, and then you also want to play 3 Heraldic Seals because this is going to be the main monster we go into alongside like Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. So I would say 3 of these for sure, 3 Spirit for sure, and then I also want to add in like a second Spirit Dragon, just like so we can tag out into, and I want to play 2 Ultimate Dragons so that we have grind game potential to tag out into multiple cards. Yeah, so right now we have 4 here, we have 3 here, and then we have 3 here, so that's 10 cards. And then I think I want to play multiple Tyrant Dragons and then a second Ultimate Dragon, just because these cards are like your win conditions. So I just want to play multiple of these. And then you could play the XYZ to help with like OTK, but I think this card is like really not that good, so I don't really want to play it. But maybe we try out one for the first episode, see how it goes. So that's pretty much gonna be our extra deck. And then now let's get to like the main deck. So like I said, you really want 3 Sage of the 3 Sages, and then you want to find 3 Maiden. These are gonna be your main starter. They're like what enables you to like play the game. And then you want to like add in the 3 Wishes as well, right? So 3 copies of Wishes, and then now you pretty much have your deck pretty much here, right? So these are like your 9 1-card starters. And then you want to add in, for example, some additional starters to help you like maybe play the game. So Roar is like a really good card to add, and I played this card at 3, basically because it lets you cheat out a Blue Eyes White Dragon monster from your deck. And that's really good because I basically the way I want to play the deck is I want to play like a grind game mid-range control deck with like ultimate fusions. And so having a Blue Eyes on your board is really good because it makes your ultimate fusion and your Magis way better, because Magis is actually going to be a 3 of in my deck, because it allows you to basically have a guaranteed interruption no matter what. If you win the dice roll, if you go first, you basically have a way to like pop 2 usually, and then you want multiple of these so like you can hard draw it and keep using them. And then I definitely want 3 ultimate fusion, because ultimate fusion has like another effect that people don't really read, which is that during the main phase, you fusion summon a fusion monster that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and then you shuffle the materials from hand, field, or grave back into the deck, so it recycles back your resources. But the thing is, if you shuffle back a Blue Eyes from the field, or a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon from the field, you can actually non-target destroy face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of Blue Eyes White Dragon you use. So the Roar lets you get the Blue Eyes to the field, and then if you have multiple Blue Eyes, it's gonna be really strong because it basically allows you to basically like destroy your opponent's monsters when you fusion summon. And yeah, it's just gonna be a really strong removal. So yeah, of course you gotta play the three Blue Eyes White Dragon, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't be Kaiba without playing 3. Yeah, 3 ultimate fusions, 3 Majesties, and then just for some consistency, and then I think like the other thing you want to add in like your non-engine, so your hand traps. So let's add in the True Light and then Mausoleum as our targets for Maiden, and then Mausoleum is the target for the Spirit of Blue. And then we're gonna add in the non-engine, right? So Call by the Grave, Infinite Impermanences, Veiler, Nib, Ash. And then I'm also gonna add in a White Stone of Legend, because to add consistency. It gets you Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your hand, but it's actually a good thing because if you link this off and you search Blue Eyes, it makes your Ultimate Fusion live, so it's pretty strong. And it's a good card. And then you also want to play 1 Spirit of White, and then a Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. The Spirit of White is something you can summon off Roar, because this is always treated as a Blue Eyes card. And then when you summon this card, you can banish spell and trap card your opponent controls. It's really good because this card is also a card you can summon off of Radic Seals, so you can have like an interruption where you bounce a card and then also banish a spell and trap card, which is pretty good. And then I want to add in the rest of the hand traps. You want to max out on all these. Play 3 of all of the hand traps. They're just like way too strong not to play. And they give you a chance that when you lose the dice roll, you can still win the game, right? And that's like what's really important. So this structure that comes with like some really good hand traps, like 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Nibiru, and then the 3 Infinite Impermanence. So you basically have a lot of ways to stop your opponent. And yeah, Konami decided to make the challenge pretty easy for me. So this right here is gonna be our 13 non-engine slots. Basically, our ways to like combat our opponent's decks and then like stop our opponents in their tracks. And then we have some of the breaks like True Light and Mausoleum. They're both 1-of, so now we move the deck up to 15. We have 9 of the starters here, which makes our deck goes up to 24. And then we're gonna play 3 Majesties, makes our deck 27. 3 Ultimate Fusion, 27, 30. 3 Roar, that's 33. 3 Blue Eyes, that's 36, I believe. And then 37, 38, 39. So we have 39 cards so far. Now, of course, you need 40 cards in a deck to have it be playable, so we're gonna look for another card to add in. Yeah, so okay. Because like I said, you can link this off and then it's like pretty strong, so yeah, that should be 40 cards, right? So for the quick and dirty deck profile, we got 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon, you know, We have 3 Roar to summon these blue eyes. 3 Ultimate Fusion as a main form of interruption. 3 Majesties as another form of interruption. 3 Wishes, which can search the Majesties or even Ultimate Fusion or Roar. 3 Maiden, the 1-card starter, which gets access to True Light and it comes itself back when you summon Blue Eyes. Sage to add any level 1 Light Tuner. You have True Light and you have Mausoleum. These are really good, obviously, because they're basically like free, like they're garnets, but they're like basically like engine requirements for the deck. So yeah, and then of course you have like the 3 Ash, the 3 Nib, the 3 Veiler, the 3 Effect, or 3 Imperm, 3 Veiler, the Call by the Grave, and then we have our some more engine requirements. Technically, Whitestone is a starter because you can go into the Link 1, so it's not too bad. But the Blue Eyes Dragon, the Spirit Dragon, these are like kind of like your engine cards. So right now we have 13 here, 13, 14, 15, plus 9 is 24, plus 12 is 36, and then boom, 40. And of course, we need to sleeve these in a pack of beautiful Supreme Pros. Right here, we have a pack of Supreme Pros. We're gonna use these to sleeve up the deck, and then start doing some test hands with it. So let's sleeve these bad boys up. All right, so that we can get a nice little shuffle going. If you guys are looking for the best sleeves in the game, you guys can go to tx1.com, use pack 10 for 10% off Supreme Pros, which are just absolutely beautiful. I'm saying the blue just goes really well. And look at that shuffle. You see that? Feels great. So we're gonna sleeve these up and then give a nice little shuffle. Maybe do some test hands to see how we would combo and stuff. And then yeah, we should be ready for our first local tournament. So stay tuned for that, guys. I think I might stream it as well, and I'll show you guys some gameplay with what 3 structure decks can do in the current format, right? And I know like probably see like all these YCS topping decks, like all this decks that are doing really well. They cost like thousands of dollars, but the structure decks honestly is like really cheap, and I think it's still really good. You can definitely like see some like success at locally with it, and who knows, maybe I'll even take this to like a region or something, just to prove it to you guys that with only 3 structure decks and then just some upgrades along the way, you can really succeed in this game as well. So hopefully that inspires you to try this out. But yeah, I'm gonna be channeling my inner Kaiba today, guys, unfortunately, but the broke Kaiba, you know what I'm saying? So because Kaiba theoretically in the anime, he's a baller. Ultra Rare looks kind of nice. I actually prefer Ultra Rares over Secret Rares, maybe just me, but these also look really neat as well. Yeah, we're gonna use these. We're gonna check the value of them. We're gonna try to sell them and then get upgrades for our deck, because right now we don't have a really good side deck. So there's some stuff I want like already, like some more non-engine, like Chaos Hunters. That would like be nice. Lancias would be really good to have, right, to make the deck a little bit better. So that's gonna be kind of the goal, right? But yeah, we're in humble beginnings right now. So we're kind of just grinding on whatever we have, which is 3 structure decks, and then we're gonna just go from there. But I do think it's possible to do actually pretty well with just 3 structure decks, or do some test hands. Hopefully I don't draw too bad for you guys, and it'll be like kind of nice. But yeah, we'll do our best. Should be good. Yeah, I think this should be solid though. Okay, nice. So we just sleeve these up. We're gonna give it a nice little shuffle, and then we're gonna sleeve our extra deck as well in the same color, because we're on a budget. Okay, I think we're pretty much ready, guys. Okay, sweet. So we have this. These are some blue sleeves, and then now I want to give this deck a nice little shuffle. So let's see. Ooh, look at these fresh sleeves. You see that? Like how nice they shuffle. Look at the blue eyes. And see what we come up with. Okay. Nice. This is pretty good. So you got Effect Veiler, Roar of the Blue Eyes Dragon. We have Ultimate Fusion, Call by the Grave, and then Mausoleum. So we're gonna need Mausoleum to use some of the combo lines. So we don't really want to pitch it, but I think I'll be okay pitching. Nah, I don't really want to pitch the Ultimate Fusion because it's a really good interruption. Oh, this is actually a Roar. I thought this was like the other one. Let me think. So I guess we didn't really we drew kind of okay, not the best, but it's all right. So I think we're gonna have to start with like Roar of the Blue Eyes, and we're gonna summon the Blue Eye monster from our deck, right? So I believe we'll summon the Blue Eyes Red Dragon. And then from here, we'll activate. Oh shoot. The Mausoleum. This allows us to perform an additional normal summon of a level 1 light monster. And then we can also use the effect to target the Blue Eyes White Dragon to send another Blue Eyes to the graveyard. This is really important because it makes our Ultimate Fusion live. So right now we have pretty much a Ultimate Fusion to pop 1 at the moment. We could get 2 pops as well by normal summoning the Veiler and making the Link 1, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I'll probably just pass like this if I had to. I mean, we could have made seals too, I guess. Maybe that's better for like follow-up as well. Let me think. Yeah, maybe we are supposed to give up the Veiler. Yeah, there's a world we normal summon the Veiler, link it off into Spirit of the Eyes of Blue, and then link everything off into Heraldic Seals. And we had to give up our Veiler to do this, but we did make our graveyard kind of nice with Ultimate Fusion, so it might be okay. Because then we can go Heraldic Seals. We can use the effect to bounce back a card, then we can go Seals effect. That can let us summon, for example, another Blue Eyes. Then we can activate the Ultimate Fusion to summon, and we would shuffle this back, and then probably this back, and we can make let me see, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I think this is probably good. Yeah, we can summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. But the thing is, because we shuffled back a Blue Eyes, the Ultimate Fusion would actually be able to destroy a card as well. So that's actually pretty good for us. So it's not too bad. Then we can draw. Okay, so it's not too bad. Yeah, it's like a bounce and a fusion, and then we have a boss monster that can attack multiple times, so it's not too bad. Let's do another test hand. Let's see if we can draw a little bit better. We really want to draw one of our 9 powerful starters, or even like one of like the I think like what is it called? The little like the dry thing that surges. Hold on, I forgot the name of it. Yeah, Whitestone. Even Whitestone is not too bad, because it's a level 1 tuner, and we can link it off to get Blue Eyes to our hand. And that's actually randomly pretty good, because I said it makes Ultimate Fusion better. So, and it's a free discard. If like in some of the lines you have to like discard a card, so Okay. Nice, yeah, it's really good. We have Roar, Maiden, Ash, Nib, and then Blue Eyes White Dragon. So, yeah, the way I would start this hand out is, I would actually activate the effect of Maiden. This will allow us to place True Light in our spell and trap card zone. And then from here, we can use the effect to set. And usually the best one to set is gonna be the Wishes. And then from here, we can activate Wishes, and we can discard a card from our hand. And because we already have Blue Eyes, we can just discard the Blue Eyes from our hand. And this is going to add a level 1 Light Tuner and a spell and trap card that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon. So usually you want to add here Sage with Eyes of Blue. And then here the spell you can add is, or trap is, I usually like the Majesty's here. Just because it's pretty much a free pop. And then here what you can do is we can normal summon Sage with the Eyes of Blue and then use the effect to add a level 1 Light Tuner from our deck to our hand. So in this scenario, we could add another Maiden, but we can add Effect Veiler as well. Both are like pretty good options. I'm actually gonna add the White Stone of Legend just so that we can get another Blue Eyes to our hand, so that the Majesties can basically reveal 3 to pop 3 cards. And then from here, we can then link this off into the Spirit with the Eyes of Blue, and we'll use the effect to add a copy of Mausoleum from our deck to our hand. We'll activate the Mausoleum, and then we'll use the effect to send a normal monster from the deck to the grave, which will be another copy of Blue Eyes. You want to really feel our Blue Eyes as much as you can. And then here, we'll perform an additional normal summon of level 1 Tuner because of Mausoleum. And then we can turn these two into a Heraldic Seals and then trigger the White Stone of Legend to add a copy of Blue Eyes White Dragon to our hand. So now we have 3 Blue Eyes for Majesties, which is really broken, right? But it's not over yet. Here afterwards, we can then activate the Roar of the Blue Eyes Dragon. This will summon a Blue Eyes monster from our deck, and here we are going to want to summon Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. This one is really good because if a card in the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can summon this card from the graveyard or hand, as long as Blue Eyes Dragon is in your field or graveyard. And then if this card battles, you can bounce a card, so pretty strong. Then let me see, I believe, actually, let me think about it again. We could summon that, but actually instead, let's summon a Blue Eyes from the graveyard, because then we can trigger Maiden to summon itself back from the graveyard because we summon a Blue Eyes. And then there we can synchro summon these two off into a Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon as well. So we end on a Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, a Heraldic Seals, Majesties that basically allows us to like just pop 3. Heraldic Seals is a bounce. The Spirit Dragon contributes itself to summon a Ultimate Dragon, and then Ultimate Dragon is like a negate on the field as well. So a lot of interruptions pretty much. And we still have Ash and Nib. So this is like actually pretty good. We could have actually used Wishes actually before, because I believe this card can equip Blue Eyes monster from our extract to it as an equip spell. So we could have done something like this, and then equip the Ultimate Dragon so that we put it in the graveyard to stop our, because it says whenever a Blue Eyes monster be targeted, you can banish this card from the graveyard and get the activation destroyed. So that they can't force out the Spirit Dragon, I guess. But yeah, you could probably do something like this. But this board is actually pretty good. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Look forward to the locals video soon where I take this deck to an actual tournament and see how it performs. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know what you would like to see else, and then I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.